We're looking good. The sun'll come out for Bitcoin. Bet your bottom Bitcoin that the shit coins will not pump. What's up, guys? Cheers to another dip on Bitcoin. So, yeah, let's see what I'm drinking here. We got a Michelob Ultra Pure Gold. What's up, everyone? My name is Daniel Curtis Hughes. Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, I show you how to make simple, easy, efficient moves in cryptocurrency. And right now, we are seeing Bitcoin. It's doing some interesting stuff. So we're just gonna go into the markets here. Let's look. Let's see what it's doing. So it's a rainy night in Florida here. It's 10:30. I'm just making this live stream, seeing if anyone pops on, and if they do, you can ask me some questions, do a little Q&A. I'm just gonna talk about some random stuff, and flex on my new retro setup in the garage. So I've had all my retro systems for a very long time, and I think it'd be a cool segue to talk about some like crypto gaming stuff and how I think crypto gaming is definitely going to be the future for sure. I mean, it already is, but it's definitely going to be something that is going to be implemented in almost every single video game if they're wanting to really capitalize on the NFT market, play to earn market. Right now, I own an NFT that is making a play to earn game that has a DAO currency built into it. It's the Billionaire Zombies Club, and if you guys have followed my channel, I've talked about that before. And so yeah, so let's look at Bitcoin really quick. So Bitcoin dipped at first to 38,000. It went all the way up to 44, and then it started to go back down to 42, and then everyone was kind of like, where is it going? Is this the bottom? Everyone was wondering, is this the bottom? So nope, it's not. So it went even lower. Now it's sitting at 36,572. So so I've been watching and following a little bit of this guy named Chad, and he has this book called Trading Wisdom, and he was on Ivan on Tech's channel. I don't know if you guys have ever watched his channel, but really great channel. Definitely encourage you guys to go and watch his channel. He is a programmer, cryptocurrency. I mean, he kind of does pretty much everything that has to do with crypto. He has his own crypto company called Morales that you can basically use their platform to build Web3 dApps and things like that. So he was on his channel, and he has been talking about his Bitcoin analysis, and this guy basically called one of the Bitcoin prices. So going into his stream, he was saying that if his analysis is validated, then we're going to see Bitcoin go as low as 32,000, and then that's when we'll see it snap back up to possible level of going up to past 50,000. But we'll see. Bitcoin does a really interesting thing, and he explains this in the stream when they have their conversation, that he uses Matic as an example of a nice, slow, steady incline, where it doesn't have these big jumps and big dips, where it kind of just has like a nice like ebb and flow, and Bitcoin hasn't really been doing that. So so we have it at 36,000 right now, and I would say that if, I mean, you look at the market, so Bitcoin's at 36,000. It's on a really good 15% drop, and along with it, everything else took a good 15 to 20% drop as well, all the altcoins. So any of your positions that you're holding and you're in longs and you just want to increase your bag, this is definitely a good opportunity to just buy some stuff up. I mean, this is definitely like a fire sale. So, I mean, shit, chain. So I was telling people to buy Chainlink at like $25, even $28. I was saying it's a good buy. I mean, I still think it's a good buy at any of those prices, at anywhere in the $20 ranges. And now it is at $17. I mean, that's super cheap. So I'm not fearful in this market. If we want to look at the fear and greed index, it is at 43 right now. So we're like kind of teetering in the middle. And due to things that are happening in the market, and we see here, here's why Bitcoin tumbled 11% in the 24 hours. So at the time of this article, Bitcoin was at 38,000. And so you can see three things. Negative market sentiment. Bitcoin falls in price in a simple continuation of the same trend that has been occurring in the last few weeks. It's just been negative market sentiment. The sentiment is fueled by a slew of gloomy news that overwhelms any form of objective asset data. So although Deem's long-term outlook is positive, he thinks that the current price action will probably continue in the immediate short term, and that further downward pressure is possible. Once fear sets in, it takes a while to break, and you simply have to wait for capitulation before you can move back to normalized weight ranges. And then we have something that George, if you watch Cryptos R Us, he mentioned, is that he had a ton of leveraged long positions get liquidated, basically. So another reason, according to founder IDX Digitals, is leveraged long positions, which exuberated the sell-off into the Asian Open on Friday. This is nearly always the case with Bitcoin, said McMillan, who said that $40,000 was an important support, which has now turned into resistance level, and we could certainly see more downside over the weekend. So what George was going into, I'd love to pull up a segment of his stream. He basically was getting pissed off, and he's saying, like, look, you're bringing everyone down when you are leveraging. So I've never thought of leveraging. I just feel like that is just way more of a gamble for me. I basically just kind of use the capital that I know I have, and then I make my buys from there, and I try my best to hold as best as I can, and not, sell my positions when I'm negative. I'm trying to make profit. I mean, that's the whole point. So with doing positions, where you're having, stop losses, and I mean, it's okay to have stop losses on your longs as well if you're feeling, like you don't want your prices to hit a certain point, or you have kind of your own, exit strategy if you feel like things are getting a little too crazy. I don't play like that. I think now that I've been in crypto as the time frame that I have, that I have a certain strategy that I'm playing. Basically, I'm in it for the long haul, so I'm holding certain things and I'm picking up things, but I'm also willing to let things go and play the market a little bit as it grows. So if we go into the third thing here that it mentions why Bitcoin is falling, is BTC is moving in conjunction with traditional markets. So along with the traditional markets, which I haven't been following very much, I've kind of been obsessed with the cryptocurrency markets, but I should pay attention to traditional markets as well, because it does kind of tandem a little bit, especially when there's a lot of geopolitical things happening. Something that George was mentioning is that there are talks of different states basically wanting to invade each other. Russia is in talks with United States with like basically their plans of possibly, this is rumors, like they're wanting to invade Ukraine or something like that. So who knows? And then also that China with Taiwan. So that it could be something fueling different kind of negative market sentiment. So I'm not very versed with that stuff. I'm just kind of repeating what other people are saying, but sometimes that stuff can tend to move the markets. And so yeah, so that is it with Bitcoin. So I would say during this time, my advice is just cool down. Don't get scared. I'll tell you I'll be transparent, is that my portfolio, took a pretty decent hit. Just a few days ago when Bitcoin was at a nice spot, my portfolio was up in profit with my holdings. It still hasn't been that much of profit because Bitcoin is still down a lot in where my certain buy-ins are. But where it is now, I mean, it's down. It's down. It's down negative of what my profit was. So I could have chose to sell at a little bit to take a little bit of that profit, or I choose to hold, and I'm going off my psychological level of where I think Bitcoin is going to go. And if I feel like that is correct and it does go that way, then I'm fine with holding through my stuff being negative. I'm not going to sell because things are down, and a lot of people do that. They'll buy something and then it goes down 20% and they'll sell it immediately because they're like, oh my God, I lost money. I don't do that. That is not my plan. So what I do is if I have money, I buy the dip. So right now, sadly, I don't have money. That's usually been what's been happening as of late. When you buy a house and you're doing all the things, all the grown up stuff, got to reserve a lot more of that cash. But the time will come. I will say the time will come. Hopefully, it will come sooner than later. So then we can snatch up some more stuff. So I'll tell you personally, again, what I hold. I like going into my coin market cap watch list. I'm going to check the stream, see if anyone is even in here. Let's see. Nope, no one yet. All right, so yeah, this will just be one of those raw streams that goes up that you guys can pop in and watch later. Okay, so I hold Bitcoin, just a little bit of Bitcoin. I've sold a lot of my Bitcoin because of how volatile it has been. I feel like if I were to buy Bitcoin now, it'd be at the cheapest price I think I've ever bought it. Besides, or actually, this is probably close to the buy-ins of 2021 last year. And a lot of the BTC that I received was from my rewards from inviting people to use Voyager. So that's really cool. They give you $25 in Bitcoin. Don't hold any more Ethereum. Sold it. I have some BNB. I have Cardano. I have some Solana. I did have Dogecoin. I sold it. I have Matic. Matic is something that I've been trying to accumulate a lot of. I feel like Matic is definitely going to be in the $20 range in the next year or two. So I'm heavy dollar cost averaging into that. Basically what I did is I pulled my Ethereum, sold my Ethereum in profit to put it into Matic, and I think I made a really good choice because Matic has been the best performing coin on the monthly average for out of everything that I've had. It's specifically in my Voyager account. So I hold a little bit of Matic on my MetaMask too, because I have some NFTs on there, and I also like to use the Polygon Matic network to use it for swapping for their coins because the transaction fees are super low. Gotta love the layer 2s. So CRO, I do have a little bit of that, and I've sold it kind of back and forth. This is something I would like to acquire more of. I'm just kind of like seeing where CRO goes. Crypto.com has done some huge things. They did acquire a big arena stadium. I can't remember which one it is, but they acquired the rights for it. So I mean, they've just been doing advertisement and just like pumping money into getting their name out there. So I think it has definitely some huge potential, but I'm kind of going back and forth between which one I want to go heavy in, Crypto.com or Voyager. And price-wise, CRO is cheaper than the VGX token. VGX is now currently at $1.86, and we have CRO at 36 cents. So, but if I'm smart, I'll kind of just bet on both of them. Got Chainlink. Chainlink is $17. That's a good buy right now. We have PancakeSwap. I've had a little bit of that. So Pancake right now, it's interesting. Right now it says, oh, okay, yeah, it's updated. So right now, Pancake, the cake token is super cheap. It's $8.80. So at its all-time high, the cake token moves kind of in tandem with BNB on its all-time high of the year is $44. So if you were to pick up some cake token and then stake it on its auto staking and then just let that accumulate and kind of bet, it's risky, but I would say it could get close to $20 when BTC starts to get back up to its previous all-time highs. It's going to get in that $50,000 range again. Then once it passes through 60, we're going to see these prices again. We're going to see that $44. So you go to the year, you go to $44. All right, so look, if you go to see January, February, March, April. So you got April 29th, $40. April 29th, $40. You go to BTC. Sorry, my computer is slow. There we go. Hopefully this stream recording works out good. Okay. Go to the year. Now look at that. We got the 29th right there. We got BTC at 57,000. So it gets anywhere in that range, which it's going to go towards that range again. Then everything that you're buying right now that is dipped about 20%, that is something that at least, you know, is a promising project, which is a lot of these. You're gonna make some good money. And let's see. Let's see what else we can go. This website is cool. I got tipped off on this website, CryptoBubbles by Crypto Mason. So as you can see, everything is in the red besides one outlier, and I like to see this sometimes. So a lattice. Never heard of this. Guys, let me know if you've heard of this before. Huh. Let's go to the coin market cap. It's up 20% right now. Volume up almost 47%, almost 50%. Look at that. Super spike. You always wonder. Underlying infrastructure of a new generation of value networks dedicated to building a new generation of underlying trusted network protocols. Okay, not sure what that is. But it's always interesting to see when everything is down 30%, 20%, and then you got something like this up 61%. You wonder why. All right, well, on that note, I think we're going to end it there. This is just a fun random stream going into some of the things about BTC dipping and what you guys could possibly do to calm yourself down and just check on some stuff and just look at your holdings. Maybe look at things that you might want to consolidate. That's what I've been doing recently. I looked at my holdings and I said, okay, what are the things that I actually do care about the most, and that I feel like because I had some stuff that I just jumped into really quick, and I was just holding it because honestly because someone mentioned it. And usually that's not smart. So I told myself, look, what are the things that I bought because I did the research and I wanted to, I basically wanted to do more of the work. I think that is, that's the approach that I took. So I narrowed it down. So I have Cardano, Chainlink, Polygon, and VGX in my Voyager. And then in my MetaMask, I have the Riva token on Binance Smart Chain. I have some BNB. I have this Fortuma token. I have NFT token, which is the Ape NFT. And then on the Ethereum, I have a little bit of Ethereum, just a little bit left over. And then on Polygon network, here I have some Super Farm tokens. I have some Matic, and then I have the Billionaire Zombies Club DAO token. And then on BlockFi, I have a little bit of BTC. Trust Wallet. I have some XYO. All of that stuff I would love to pick up right now. I'd love to acquire about $100, $200 of each of those because I believe in them. So I suggest you guys go through, look at your stuff, see what you actually want to hold, and see what you have that you maybe you could be up on it, you could be down on it, and see if you want to maybe flip it into something else. But before you do that, I will say there is something that is classic. if you move something into another project on the same day, usually the next day it just like the project tanks, or or just something happens to where it does not work out the way you think it's going to work out. So I would suggest that if you are going to sell something, maybe keep it in a stable coin for a little bit, kind of wait and make your move where it feels a little bit like you're getting in a better position. That's what I would say. That's my advice to you. So before I start rambling and slurring my words, because it's getting pretty late. it's 11 o'clock here. I say it's getting late, but it's just only because I've been up since 6 a.m. So, all right. Well, peace out, guys. Come back to this stream. If no one actually tuned in and watched it live, you guys can just kind of go through and, get some market insight on the BTC drop and just chill your vibes. Don't panic sell anything too quick. All right. Peace.